In order to open a med spa or a wellness clinic in the innovative care industry, you have to be comfortable with a little bit of operating in the gray area. Unfortunately, a lot of state regulations, when it comes to compliance, they haven't even written laws at all that address the scenarios we run into in our daily business. And so you and I have to read those laws together, consult with our mutual and independent attorneys, and say, okay, what does the law say? How is it interpreted by both sides? And then how do we come to a point where we feel that we're operating compliant enough with what is said there, pushing the boundary just a little bit so that we can be progressive, so that we can be offering great things to our patients and communities, but not crossing any hard lines that might be there. So sometimes compliance is being comfortable in the gray with a mind to what is explicitly said. So talking to a doctor or your medical director and hearing the phrase like operating in the gray, that's kind of scary. When the law is silent, meaning it's not mentioned and it's not mentioned against, it's literally not there at all, you can't even really ask the medical board. I can't tell you the number of times I have written a medical board or written a nursing board and said, hey, can you please tell me what your stance is on this thing? One example was certain types of clinicians that were allowed to fire energy delivery devices in the state of Virginia. So reaching out and saying, hi, can you please tell me what is your compliance and regulatory stance on this thing? And 100% of the time, if you or I or our lawyers reaches out to the medical or nursing board and says, hey, explain your law to me, they will immediately write you back and say, we cannot give you legal advice. Please go read our laws and decide for yourself. But when it's not mentioned and the law is silent, that's where the gray is. The gray doesn't mean that we're doing scary things that are gonna hurt people and put you at risk. The gray means it's not there yet. It's not said, hey, you must not do this, but it also doesn't say, it's totally fine, go ahead and do this. And when the law's not there and when the regulators won't provide us the information, we have to look at what's available and say, okay, in the absence of a guiding statute, what do we think is as safe as possible for our patients, as compliant as possible with the law that exists, but also acknowledging the fact that the regulations haven't caught up with the practice yet?